Caitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, my Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. My Lord Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh my Lord Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 oh my Lord, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Whew. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Whew. Hare Krishna Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhaktivinoda Whew. I feel like I ran a marathon. Whew. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhaktivinoda Bhakti Ratnakar, continuing on. Uh, Haridas. Haridas. Haridas was a highly qualified and experienced devotee who used to engage in Sankirtan throughout the entire day and night. His sons, Sri Gokulananda and Sri Das, were very promising even from their childhood. They completed their study of the scriptures in a very short time and loved to absorb themselves in active Sankirtan. See, that's the secret. Active absorption in Sankirtan. What's going on? Yeah, let me, it's muted. Yeah, yeah, that's the key. Active absorption. This is the key. That's why when people come here, it should always full attention engage in this Sankirtan chanting. Like really concentrating. It's really wonderful. Okay, there we go. Okay. Uh, so they completed their study of the scriptures in a very short time. Sri Gokulananda got the full mercy of Sri Vas Thakur. On the order of his father, he took initiation from Sri Acharya and served his guru sincerely. Yeah. See, the full mercy of his guru. Now, what is that full mercy? See, the full mercy is this ecstatic devotion, the stuff you see here. This is, by the way, nobody knows yet the full mercy. They're just like words to people. Nobody knows, what is this full mercy? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this full mercy. This is this comes from just sincere disciples, and that's why everybody. If you wonder, well, when is it? When am I going to become ecstatic and all that? All you have to do is just follow in the footsteps of the devotees who are ecstatic here. The disciples, especially. See, the disciples, especially, that are really ecstatic, and then you'll get the same thing that they got. Okay, and yeah, and then and as one progresses like into that, putting all your eggs in this basket here, this is what it's all about, really. I mean, even I know when I'm chanting, I just more and more just really fully surrendering to the name, to Krishna, to Prabhupada, to Jesus, to all the acharyas, okay? And to Radha, and to Krishna, and to Lord Caitanya. In that mood. See, that's one of the processes of devotional service is surrender. So you chant with surrender like that, and amen. You'd be amazed. Following the devotees is following their advice. It is meant to help you. Yeah, exactly. Okay, what happened here? Here we go. Huh. Uh, on the order of his father, he took initiation from Sri Acharya and served his guru sincerely. His younger brother, Sridas, was always a great devotee. His younger brother Sri Das was always a great devotee who followed in his path. His younger brother Sri Das was also a great devotee who followed in his path. See, isn't that interesting? It shows you even the younger brother followed in the footsteps of his older brother. See, and also got the mercy. So it's the same thing. It was in the family, but this is it. There's no seminal thing involved. I mean, it could be like they were in the same family. That happens, but this is the same family. It's the same thing. Matter of fact, Lord Chaitanya gave the same teachings to the younger brothers of Srivas. See, remember they come to younger brothers, follow in the footsteps. When you serve your older brother, you're like serving me. See, that's the guru principle. And otherwise, you're not really serving the Lord. Not really. If you don't serve the devotee that the Lord appoints and empowers, then you're not really serving favorably the Lord. In other words, you don't understand the mind of God. And so that's why we teach these things here. The Lord shows the guru, and the guru shows the disciples, and then you show your younger sisters and younger brothers too. See, it's all part of the whole thing. You see, we're family. It's a family affair. The whole thing. So your younger brothers too, are people like in the Vitae platform. They're the younger brothers and sisters, even though they may not know it. See, that's the problem. They don't know it. They don't see. If they don't respect you, they're not respecting me. If they don't respect you or me, they don't respect really Krishna and Lord Chaitanya, who they're actually worshiping. But they don't know that. See, what are you going to do? It's called neophyte. Okay? The devotees that are meant to be given the utmost respect in this world, I mean, this is just the truth, are the ecstatic devotees. I mean, isn't that what we're doing? Isn't that what we're doing in the books? Oh yeah. I'm sitting there giving the utmost respect to the book, right, and to the devotees in the book, and then I see the living devotees who are ecstatic like that, and the whole attitude changes. Isn't that interesting, Shamaguri? Oh, Radha and Krishna. Oh, Srivas Thakur. Who was Srivas? An ecstatic personality. Oh, Lord Chaitanya. Who was Lord Chaitanya? Ecstatic. He cried and laughed like the people here. Oh, I give respect to you in the book, but please don't show yourselves. Don't show who you are and who's really intimately related to you. Oh, Radha and Krishna. See how you see the hypocrisy in that? Eh? But anyway, it just is. That's called neophyte. Neophytes, by the mercy of Krishna, at some point they're willing to listen to the big brothers and sisters who are ecstatic devotees who follow the real path. You see, they follow what Jesus said. I'm the shepherd. The real empowered spiritual master is the good shepherd. They're actually the transcendentally good shepherd. Not just a good shepherd. That's a mode of goodness, but contamination, actually. The pure goodness shepherd. See? Oh, you guys go in the door. Oh, you all okay, then you become the shepherd of the sheep also, because you teach them how to go in the door. You teach them the principles I'm teaching here because you listen to them, you hear them, you imbibe them, you feel them. They make you ecstatic because they're conclusive. They make the Lord ecstatic in your heart, because I'm actually just preaching to your hearts. I'm not preaching to you guys. Anyone who identifies with the body, they don't like this preaching because they're not in touch with their heart yet. See, but you are. See, so I'm preaching to your heart, and it makes Krishna happy. Therefore, you got nice smiles on your face. See? It proves, oh yeah, these are my devotees. They're the devotees of my devotees. They're eternal. It is the Lord Chaitanya taught this. He said, Krishna's eternal. My devotees, my intimate devotees are eternal. Oh, and then also the devotees of my real devotees are also eternal. This is all real stuff. This is not, oh, yeah, yeah. See, if I'm a devotee of Jaipataka or Radhanath or any other guru, oh, you see, I'm also eternal. Well, is your guru eternal, first of all? Do they have the symptoms of being eternal? Are they like what we read about in the books? Do they chant the holy names with great ecstatic devotion? Are that proving that they're a real associate of Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna? Otherwise, you got no proof. What are they? What you know? How many times how many religion and religious teachers there have been? Look at the Pharisees. You think that's any different in Vaishnavism? They have the same qualities. They like the high seats. Do you notice that? Don't you? Do you notice they like the high seats? They like the high position. They like to be worshipped. Can you tell? Do they like to be better than you? It gives them an ego boost, just like the elites. They like to be better than people. That's called illusion. That's called the blind leading the blind. See, they don't see things as they are. So our whole thing is when you're ready to give that up, when you're ready to find what's deeper, you'll come here. I don't know where else you can go. Nobody's preaching like this. Everybody's got that mood that I've seen in all these sanghas. They got all these gurus who want to be better than you. And they have no ecstatic devotion. And therefore, they have the audacity to actually say, oh, well, that is so intimate. We can't show that. But they can't even show it to themselves. They're such friggin' liars. Let me believe in the words of Trudeau or these idiot politicians than the words of these hypocritical religious leaders. Because all they can do, like I said, I wrote that saying, all they can do is take my money. But these other people, by believing them, they cut you off from your soul. Krishna is very displeased with that kind of hypocrisy. He even says in Bhagavad Gita that I'd rather have a truthful, honest person than a liar and a cheater and all that stuff, especially when that's why they have the worst punishment, these guys. They end up being depraved, all kinds of pedophilias. They end up being like really monsters, many of them. Why are you serving monsters? Are you tired of this shit yet? Anybody out there? You're being bullshitted. You're being jerked around. You're being lied to and cheated. This is religion now. This is the world now. Big time. Even in our group, we got brainwashed people here still believe in the government and the doctors and all that stuff. And you guys, you that are really brainwashed, I'm going to tell you how you know. You don't even want to know what I know. If you went on Telegram, I would flood you with unlimited proof that people are being depopulated here by what you took into your arms. See, you're looking by your small perspective. Well, I'm okay, and right now, and all this. You don't know how many that they figured this out, man. They have placebos out there. They have different types of batches. They have the first batch, second batch, third batch, and they have it different places and all that. When you take that all together and look at you can't just look at it from your own perspective. You have to look at all the evidence together, and millions having horrible adverse events and dying. Millions already. But you're so stupid. You look from your own perspective and you don't, and I could just overwhelm you with all the evidence that's already out, and it's just beginning. Because you can't think like these people. This is Maya, man. Maya is crafty, and they use supercomputers in all of this. And the only reason I know what I know is because Krishna helps me. He's the biggest supercomputer. But you guys are having problems, some of you, because you just you believe in those people. You've been conditioned to. You went to schools and all that stuff, and they brainwashed you. And you won't even, people won't even look at the evidence. I say, hey man, get on the Telegram. I've been saying for a long time, hey, get on Telegram. I'll give you so much evidence, and nobody practically is on there except the people who already know. River's on there. Everybody else, Tom is on there, and all that. The ones, but most they don't even care. See, that's called brainwashing. So I only mention this because the Lord showed me this today. He says, "Yeah, this is why they don't see. They look from their own little perspective, and you got to take the all the
You're gone, Guru Maharaj, frozen. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Okay, are we back?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So anyway, I only mention it because this keeps these people keep mentioning it themselves here, and pushing their narrative in here too. So, if anybody really cares about their own consciousness, go to Telegram, and I'll start doing it again, and I'll show you what's going on with all these different parts of the world, all the evidence coming in. You got to look at it all. There's florists. You got to look at the florists. All the they can't believe how many flowers the wreaths when people die. They said this in the last couple of years. These wreaths are coming in. The undertakers, they said they can't believe all the people that are dying in the last 2 years. It's overwhelmed. So much so they're coming out. They can't hold it back. And what they're pulling out of people, the blood, the weird shit coming out of their blood and their veins. I mean, and it's over and all. There's so much of it because on the alternative media you can find all these things, and you cannot discount that. And that's why they're trying to hide all this stuff. They want to accomplish this genocide before before it's too late. They want it to be too late. Everybody, well, you already did too bad. So anyway, I'm doing this here, and I want to keep our members around, and not to be caught up with this what do you call this, like a hypnosis thing going on, because that's all the information people still watch TV here, I guess, and you're getting all these messages, and people are all talking, the masses are all they're brainwashed, the masses, they're going right into over a cliff. See, so anyway, this is, I think, very good to know. Yeah. And yeah, I don't want to have to keep harping on it, but anyway, just one more time, and then, as I say, if anybody I see any interest, you can go on Telegram. We got a New World Order thing, and you can check all that out. Everything is intensifying, by the way, so don't be surprised what's going to happen in the next 48 hours. Really, this is a certain time that they call Smrita year, and every 7 years this is happening, and all kinds of things are in alignment. In the next 48 hours, don't be surprised. There's something we don't know for sure, but good chance. Good chance that something big is happening. All the Vatican has called all their money to come back to the Vatican from all over. That is a big thing. See, Smita year, this, and this Putin thing, and all of this new, World War III imminent, all kinds of weird things going on right now. Yeah. See, even Sims, see the big event with the elites. Yeah, they want to have a thing, a big event that's bring the world to its knees, because there's a lot of people, they don't want this, and they want to bring everybody to their knees. Okay, so anyway, so where was I? He gave them advice in devotional subjects and tried to increase their attraction for the qualities of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. I like that. You see how they were promoting Lord Chaitanya's qualities foremost because of the special mercy attachment to Lord Chaitanya brings. See, that's the one thing I found in Vaishnavism. A lot of people have neglected that. They just more emphasis on Radha and Krishna and everything, and they don't develop this very deep attraction to Radha and Krishna through the mercy of Lord Chaitanya's teachings and attributes. You know, so when you have to start to feel like you have to really like reading Chaitanya Bhagavat and these kind of books, and then they lead to the next phase. And especially if you're teaching, you got to also never neglect reading about Lord Chaitanya. Never neglect sharing that. Because if without the attraction of Lord Chaitanya, one's ecstasy will never be perfected in Radha and Krishna. Because he's the avatar of the age. It's just like going to Jesus and not coming here. Their bhakti will not be perfected as much as here. They're not conclusive enough. They're all mixed in. They're alloys and all that stuff. Here we learn how to be 100% devoted to the perfect conclusions of the parampara coming through here, which we have now. Very pleasing to Krishna and Radha. That's why Radha awakens here in our hearts, because it's her who likes to hear these things. She's the most conclusive of all the devotees. And if we please her by giving her these conclusions, she awakens in the heart. I just told you a deep secret that not even Narayan Raj or any of these persons ever said. The pure and simple truth. We're here really to please Radha. Our line is about pleasing Radha. And because when you please Radha by being conclusive, see, then you make her happy and she's pleased to awaken in your heart and reveal herself to you. Because, oh, you like my pleasure. Okay, I'll give you some more of my pleasure. Pretty simple, huh? Who's ever told anybody that? Nobody. Okay? That's the special mercy that we have in this Sangha. The Lord is pleased to give us these very conclusive and very mysterious and very esoteric truths, which reveal the truth. That's why people that's why they don't awaken in ISKCON and all these groups, all the way up into the Radhakund Babajis and the Narayan Raj, the Gaudiya Samiti, is because they're not pleasing Radharani. They don't know. They just blah blah. Oh, Radhe, but they don't please her. And the proof is that her intoxicating, extraordinary, ecstatic love does not awaken in their hearts like it does here. See? They can say Gohari and you guys and us, we're all sahajas, but truth is truth. Okay? The real thing awakens here and not over there. They're just they're sahajas. They're sahajas. They have gurus, they're worshiping gurus. So the disciples and their gurus are both sahajas because they don't have this ecstasy. They don't have these conclusive truths. So they're just projecting their false ideas. Just like everybody, they project on others. We're like their transcendental psychiatrists, which this is just we're even though they don't know it, they're in therapy now. Did you know that there, River? They're all in therapy. The whole thing. We're doing therapy on Gaudiya Samiti and Gaudiya Math and ISKCON. See, forced therapy, the emergency therapy. We just cause them to project all of their stuff on us. I'll tell you, you go to any therapist, you go there, and it's called transference. They transfer all of their stuff on you, their father issues, their rebellion, all that. And that's who is the supreme father and mother, Radha and Krishna. So they transfer all their stuff on us. See? And the Lord has made us strong enough to be their therapists, whether they want it or not. Now that's pretty amazing. See? Following in the footsteps of Lord Caitanya. Whether people ask for it or not, they got it. Because it's going to make them happy. Why wouldn't they? You got to help them a little bit, man. Why do you think God forgive them? They have no not what they do. Well, what does that mean? Forgiveness. Well, how do you do that? How do you forgive people who don't know they need forgiveness? You got to just forgive them and change the whole situation. Okay? Divine intervention is what's going on here. All the money notes over a tenner to be out of circuit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The money system and everything. I told you guys, but you got to be careful. You should study the Bitcoin thing because it might be our only alternative. Strange things are happening now. You got to be a little bit savvy. But if you do the Bitcoin and stuff, you got to really study it, and it's easy to study because they have so many videos and you can study, but don't do it to invest in all that bullshit. This is with people, they get corrupted by this stuff and they want to make money and do all. It's not for that. It's God's gift to help people be more free in these times if he gives you the intelligence. But a lot of people misuse. It's like they do everything. They misuse every friggin' thing in this world. Abuse it and misuse it, get corrupted by it. Yeah. So anyway, you got to study. You just study the Bitcoin and just study that and see what it's really was meant to do, is to give some sovereignty and freedom. Because like this Govinda says, they've already done. I was in India. I don't know if anybody else was there at that time. I was in India just a few years ago. And all of a sudden, the money, the 500 rupees, I'm sorry, they're no good anymore. We're all like stuck because we're just using that currency. And luckily, somehow or other, we got through it, but it was a pain in the ass, man. Big lines at the ATMs. All our notes were no good. Just instantly. And so they're probably going to do that. Financially, everything is a mess right now, in currency wise. This is all happening because of this Smita thing, and because of the planet. Actually, the planets are in a certain alignment. All kinds of stuff is going on. Yeah. So anyway. Yes, Tom, you did not believe me yesterday. You can kill Radha in the hearts of devotees, of course. You can do that, but she is eternal, and she will. Yeah, all you do is you cut people off. That's all. You just cut them off by inconclusiveness, by association with people who are actually blasphemers of Radharani and Krishna. Even though it's hypocrisy. That's why Jesus said, beware the leaven of the Pharisees. The wolves in sheep's clothing are more dangerous than wolves, because a wolf you can see, but the ones who are masquerading as sheep, gentle and all that, they're usually the worst of all. Even in our ISKCON, we've seen people, even now, a lot of people that supported murders and all that, they're a big high on the thing. It's everything is strange in this world now. There's big deception in this world, big time. And it's prophesized. And those who are deep into God and have God's protection are protected. And then that's why you need to be close to those who are really deep in their worship of the Lord, because the Lord gives them information that a lot of people don't have. Because it's the Lord's Maya. He knows what's going on here. You know, it's his shadow, man. You know, without his help, we're screwed, man. But I don't know. I think it's fantastic. I can't believe how good I feel, even though I'm looking into all these things and everything. You know, if you, it's probably why many of you don't, because if you did, you'd probably be freaked out, man. You know, me, I think I just find it interesting. Oh, is that we should do in there? Oh, okay, okay. What can we do? So I'm just thinking, okay, what can we do to kind of like when you're in the sea, and how do you navigate through this time? That's what I'm just thinking. Okay, how do we navigate? How do we keep our sadhu sangha going? You know, to the as far as we can go. How do we make a difference in this world? During these times. That's why I'm thinking like that. Yeah, whether we die, it could be if you look at what's going on, it could be a World War III in 2 days with nukes going off in your territories. By the way, it could be. I mean, it's that possible. There's emergency. These guys that are into, they're doing emergency broadcasts today about things going on right now. Money, power, and prestige is the real god of most people. Exactly. Yeah, money. See, everybody is corrupted by the what do you call the opulences in the world. It's a distraction. It gets people. They get contaminated, polluted. They start to get the false ego, and they end up wanting to be like gods. They think, "Oh, look at me! I'm so wealthy." See, God is wealthy. So you get a lot of wealth. You become, oh, look at me, power. See, God is powerful, right? You get a lot of power, influence over people. You think, oh, wow, I'm so powerful. Corruption, that's the head of the snake. And in religion, it's bad like that because people you get worship and you get money, you get everything that you really not. None of these people should have had what Prabhupada had. Not like that. See, and just by them they took the same position as Prabhupada to be acharyas. See, immediately their seats went up, like to take the worship, and it was finished. Everything went down as far as the pure-hearted worship that was there, whatever there was. It's a bad association. See, the Ark of Noah will survive no matter what cause we survive. Well, actually, this is the Ark of Noah. You don't need to have some boat. This is the boat. Yeah, this is the Ark of Noah. Our little program here. If any people, if they're meant to be carried over this, they should be tuning in now. The boat is here, collecting members. We got yesterday we had 25 people. Today I just looked now, it's 23 people. That's pretty good. That's amazing. More people are coming, and they should come. This is honest. This is really true. This is real. We're really protected and can give the protection by the empowerment of the real Lord being with us. It's exciting. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Brave New World. Yeah, exactly. See, that's a devotee. Excited about, stimulated. It's the Lord, it's because the Lord is inside. He's excited, actually. He's excited. This is, the Lord is the warrior, right? Remember seeing the little Krishna movie? He has that warrior stand, he likes to fight, okay, let's fight the Maya. Okay, let's do this. And the people get benefited by that. The Lord comes in and through us, and through the devotee, empowering them to save the world, you know? We had one guy, he's kind of gets a little bit. I had to back him off a little bit. He's getting too.
I know who you mean. He wrote me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, he just yeah. So some people they get this energy, and it fuels their craziness, you know. And so anyway, I have to put a little what do you call it? Just put it in the background because we're preaching on Facebook, and when if you're too crazy, I mean, do say crazy things, and it gets really, and then you put my name there on the bottom, like I said these things. It's like, which is really weird, And I said, hey man, stop it. And he didn't stop it, and he just keeps going. So, okay, let's see if I can go on here a little bit. All right. He gave him advice in devotional subjects and tried to increase their attraction for the qualities of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Srinivasacharya and Gokul Das, the genius, was appreciated by the whole world. See, there's a special kind of genius that the devotees have. Srinivas, he knew the Bhagavatam. Basically, what you see here is that kind of genius. See, Guru is one. That empowerment is one. Krishna is really working here, doing that kind of thing, because the same qualities were there. He was an ecstatic. Srinivas was so ecstatic. He chanted the holy name in ecstasy. Many of his disciples did too. They had these kinds of talks. If you read these books about what happened then, that's why I like this book, because it gives you a very detailed um, uh, um, report of what was going on there, and it's the same thing as here. That's why I'm like, wow, look at this, the same kind of things going on here. There's a special genius here. It's not worldly. It's not something you could study for. It's an empowerment. They would have these kinds of very deep talks like this. But they were between them and their disciples. And if you were not favorable and respectful and like to what they're you were on the outside. If you were not part of that family. See, but that's not a bad. See, the thing is with people that are family members, they don't usually let you in, do they? In the world, it's very exclusive. Try to get in with the elites. Even if you have money, you can't get in with them. You have to have a certain bloodlines and all that stuff. Here it is the same thing. This is also elite. This is the most elite thing I've seen on this planet. But there's a difference. See? The difference is we allow people in to also become elites. Now, isn't that amazing? That's win-win, isn't it? There's nothing to be jealous of. What you want to be? You want to chant the holy name in ecstasy? That's what makes everybody really elites. You become the elites in the universe. Even the demigods will worship you if you chant the holy name in ecstasy, because they have the same mood. I'm teaching you that. I worship my disciples who are ecstatic devotees. Why shouldn't the demigods? Even Nityananda says, one who serves my Lord even one day becomes my master. But that's ecstatically. The amazing grace. But yeah, I mean, this is truth. Here, we teach the real way, the right way. Everything that is bad in this world, this is the opposite. Everything that is good in this world, what is taught here, is gooder. It's pure goodness. It's where everything is meant to go. This is the evolution of consciousness into perfection, is to be back with God again. To be back is not in a place necessarily, is to be with God in your temple here. Okay? That's what it's about. People go to Vrindavan, they go to holy places, but don't have this. They're still slow. It's even Krishna says, going to my holy places on pilgrimage, worshiping my deity forms, taking bath in the Gangas, purifies after a long time. But my devotees purify just by being seen, much less heard from. Okay? Quick purification. Look how many people coming to the point of ecstasy, ecstatic worship. Hey, you become the verses. See, isn't that verse? Where does that verse apply? Here. Those symptoms are here. Many people here have been to the holy places, or they've been to the temples. But look at the difference in your evolution here spiritually. It's been accentuated. It's been, what do you call, what's that? There's a word for that. It's been accelerated. Yeah, see, Dean Smith, drunk on ecstasy. What is that about? That's Vrindavan, man. That means the Lord in his heart is happy with these conclusions. Therefore, that's Radha. She's very intoxicated. See, when I hear that, I say, oh, Radha's happy with my preaching. See, devotion is awakening in devotees. And that's the religion of the age, is to remember Krishna and to remind others of Krishna. But what does that mean? Blah, 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 just the names and give you inconclusive understanding? No. Remember the real Krishna as he is in the vision of the revealed scriptures. Not outside of that vision. Don't teach you Guru Tattva that is outside of the vision of the revealed scriptures. No, real Guru really chants the holy name with great ecstatic devotion. You just remind people of that, because people are being reminded in ISKCON and all these other groups that's not the case. They don't even like. Here we're showing what is real Guru are the devotees here. They can lead you properly because they have ecstatic devotion, and they don't believe that because they're accepted conclusions that are wrong and inconclusive and not in the vision of the revealed scriptures, even though they got them right in their hands. Unbelievable. These are your gurus teaching you such bullshit, man. Are you sick of it yet? If not, the Lord will just keep following him into your oblivion, to remaining mundane, external, ceremonial, don't even know why you're doing it. It's called blind adherence to the rules and regulations. You don't know why you're even doing it. Oh yeah, you do know why. That's all. The best you got is you get wealth from religion. You know how many people are like that? That's why Krishna said, abandon it for the truth. I abandon it for the truth. Conclusive understanding. Conclusive understanding of the absolute truth is important. In my personal experience, what Panchatattva deities never saw him in 3 months in Mayapur saw you. Yeah, Govinda he went and checked everything out and found it better to sit at the table with me and Ranga and him talking about Krishna and ecstasy. There's even a video, Ranga and Govinda, they had awakenings there at the table. You see, there's one video, Ranga Leka was just flipped out in ecstasy, man. We recorded that. It's amazing, actually. I'll find it. I'll put it up again. Yeah, you didn't get that at the temple. See, it comes from sadhu sangha. It's more pleasing. Why? Because the Lord wants to hear something. It's why purifying after a long time, Radha and Krishna, okay, let me hear your conclusions. And then they give you a Bhagavatam class in the temple. And in conclusion, Radha and the deity say, it's not very. Inconclusive. What is this person? He's guru? He's not guru. He has no ecstatic devotion. So that the deity's thinking that there. You don't know because the deity ain't telling you, right? And then Gohari tells you what the deity's thinking and you don't like it. That's your purification. You got spinach on your teeth and Gohari doesn't hold back. Hey, you got spinach on your teeth there, Radhanath. What is this? What, you guru? Let's see. Let's see. Where are the tears, man? Where's the devotees chanting in great ecstatic devotion if you represent Vrindavan? Just a question. Where's the offense? Well, the offense is to expose me. Yeah. Offense in your mind, in the minds of your blind followers, blind of leaders and blind followers. What's that to us? We take pleasure in seeing things, right? We like seeing the truth. We like, expressing the truth. Yeah, not hiding it. Wow, that's amazing. It's mind blowing what this Sangha does, how powerful it can move someone. It's out of this world. See? Yeah, it's Radha's out. See, I just checked the comments. I either see that's Radha's pleased, or she's pleased the other way. And the poison's coming out of their heart. So it's always for the pleasure of Radha and Krishna. Polarize it, either or. It's all good. Lord Caitanya pissed so many people off from this. What you see here, they got pissed off about. And you know what happened? They got it all out. They railroaded him out of town. He took sannyas because of that, because they were so angry at him for being ecstatic with his devotees. They hated this ecstasy. Hatred came out. This is what's in people. Talk about, that's merciful in spite of that, to continue preaching, So he left for a while. They got purified. All this stuff came out. And then he got a following. Many thousands of people started following him. And they realized, we did wrong. And they were swimming across the Ganga when he came to town again. And he stayed at, I think, Nandanacharya's house or somebody. And so Sarvabhauma was looking over the Ganga, and they say all these thousands of people from Navadvip swimming over there to get the mercy of Lord Caitanya. They wanted to apologize because they realized, they were wrong. Look how many, you can see that in the generational thing with Jesus. Look how many people apologize and are devotees of Christ now. Many of them probably were trying to crucify him then, or went against him. Now they're apologizing. That's how it's done. The Lord proves the words of his devotees true. He'll do it here. This is all I'm telling. This is the truth, man. I ain't lying. I'm not holding back. I got the order. I got a blank check. Take as many people back to Godhead. That's my wealth of the devotees, friends. I'm bringing wealth back to Krishna. You're my wealth. All right, man. Thank you. My friends, the Lord's singing that. My friends are my wealth. And he's got a lot of potential wealth out there. We just have to excavate it. That's all. That's what we're doing here, excavating the wealth, pulling jewels out of the ground. Literally, everybody's in the world, we're pulling them out of the world, like turnips and carrots. ISKCON will arrest you if you show any form of excitement, of course. I remember when they both woke up, Ranga and Govinda sitting, the king-size bed. Remember? We got videos. It's all on video, man. You can see the truth all on video. It's all recorded here, man. These are our books or our videos. So I'm a little bit careful not to put this stuff on there, because if I lose the account, then people won't have access to these videos. I sacrifice putting, because I would also put all this stuff on that, what's going on in the world. It's keep up with the events a little bit, but you can't do that. They want only the events. See, Maya says, "Oh no, we just want tailored events to what we want you to see. We're going to tell you the vision that we want you to see, right? Television, telling you a vision. Isn't that amazing how the Lord exposes these things?" Goranga Nitai. Then Srila Prabhupada in the lucid dream. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Massive smile on his face. We'll never forget it. Ah. Yeah, that's what I saw too. In the vision was a massive smile of bliss on Prabhupada's face. Yeah. Enthusiastic, amazing smile. Yeah. Okay, what else? Let's see here. A little more. Hmm. Uh, yeah, another practical thing. Take cash out now in your banks. Take a good amount of cash and keep it on hand just in case. And even then, you don't know, it may be a problem, but still, you can always put the cash back in the bank, right? So now, if you can, just take out a lot of cash and have that on hand, because everything's electronic, and you could get stuck. There's talks of freezing accounts and stuff like this. Um, yeah. So where was I? Okay, here we go. So the Vaishnava's desire to hear the life story of Srinivas was never satiated. I cannot understand why the Vaishnavas ask an ignorant person like me to write about these matters. Isn't that amazing? That's devotee. Devotees are like that. They feel themselves like ignorant. Yeah. They feel ignorant, and it's the Lord working through them, through the empowerment principle. People don't know this. This is special. Transcendental empowerment is beyond anything you can imagine in this world. It's not, you don't get this from study. You don't get this from austerities, even. You get this by mercy of association. We teach you, just trust the process, you follow the process. You become a real disciple, a real follower from your heart of person empowered to save your ass in this world. Really, that's it. Isn't that what we're reading here? Isn't that the way these devotees were then? Why should it be any different now? They were saved because they followed the real process. They saw this Srinivas and Srivas, all of them. They're the guru, the real gurus. They empowered. The Lord says, I'm making you guru. I'm going to lead people out of this world through you. Hey man, I know. I fought this. Prabhupada and Krishna came and told me to do this. And I did it for a while. It was working okay, great actually. And then I thought, well, I don't know. Maybe I should do the Ritvik thing. Maybe I go follow Narayan Raj. Take the response. This is too big responsibility. Nobody's coming of it. I just had those visions and dreams, and none of it worked except getting back on the order. Hey, man, Lord Caitanya, if the parampara, you do this. And when I just did this like this, boom, it works. People getting delivered and free, conclusiveness, everything comes. It's the order. See, chapter 12, Adi Lila. See, now I can, just by following the order, the Lord can work right. Otherwise, it doesn't work right. Hey, Gohari, man, wake up, man. Don't you understand? It's by the order of the spiritual master the activates the spiritual life, your spiritual life and the spiritual life of others. Hey, chapter 12, Adi Lila. So as long as I was in alignment with that, okay, I'm ignorant. I thought I had to be worthy. Isn't that everybody usually think I got to be worthy? And it was the opposite. No, I got to be ordered, and I was, and I am. See, just follow the order. See, yeah. I mean, I don't know why they chose me. It's just like the author saying same thing, isn't it? I don't know why the Vaishnavas chose an ignorant person like me to write this transcendental book. Well, I know why. Because you're empowered, man. Because you understand things as they are. The Lord can use a person like you there, Narahari Sakar, to write such a fantastic book. The Lord's writing it through you. See, it's the Word of God. What do you think? The inspired Word of God, Word of God. That's why I always like the Scriptures. It's written by persons that are empowered by the Lord's Word. The word comes through them. It's conclusive until the editors get a hold of it and start messing with stuff. Please listen to me. I am ordered by the Vaishnavas to tell you all these stories. Isn't that amazing? I didn't know this. I just read it just now. Just what I said, isn't it? I was ordered to do this. See, he's thinking the order. That's what Prabhupada wanted me to realize. That's what I had to realize by going off a little. Oh, maybe let me do the Ritvik. That's better. Easy. I started speculating that way. Oh, speculating? No, I'll show you that won't work. Oh, go to Narayan Raj. Oh, yeah, he's. Everybody says he's a. Let me go and work under that. That didn't work. I said, well, okay, go ahead. Yeah, learn from experience. Go to Radhakund Babaji's even. That didn't work either. But this works. See, experiment to find out what really works. And you know what I found always works? Follow the book as it is. Follow the rule book, the real rule book, the essence, the confidential truths that the Lord showed me. He said, hey, trust yourself now. Trust me. Trust what I'm showing you. Sometimes it comes down to that. Because I certainly couldn't see Radhanath showing me, nor Narayan Raj. The book was showing me because I was worshiping the Lord in ecstasy for a long time. I should have just trusted that and all would be well. But anyway, live and learn. If you got to go through something, you got to go through something, right? That's why I can be tolerant. I can say, oh, these people, they got to go and be a big teacher. They got to live through this and that or whatever they have to do. And the Lord will always show them, oh, you see how this is a little side path here. Shall we stock groceries as well? Yeah, well, why not? It can't hurt. You can eat the groceries later, right? The main thing is the canned foods and stuff that you will store, for emergency. Why not? It can't hurt. I'm going to probably do a little bit too. Especially, you're actually it's probably better for me in Mexico, but still, you know, uh, in Europe, yes, in the United States, yes, there are already many people, smart people, are already doing that. I mean, why not? Water also, by the way, water also, because there are they're even polluting the waters. It's just amazing. I see the videos they showed me, people going in there with these with poisons and putting in our water system. It's so demoniac, this whole thing. But pure bottles of purified water. Keep some, it's in case, because the electric went out the other day. The water, that everything goes out here. The electric goes out, and then I don't know. You can't turn the faucet on. No water, nothing. So get some bottles of water, stuff like that. It's amazing we're even speaking like this, but it's one of those times. A lot of us, this we I don't know. I've never lived through anything like this. Everything has been hunky dory since 1953 for me, more or less. I mean, nothing. And many of us are like this. We just don't know. But before that, there was World War II, World War One, and there's the Great Depression. You know, none of us really lived through these things. And other times, are pretty bad. You could have been born in a communist country. So anyway, this is new for me. This like, oh no. Uh, yeah, and one thing I will say about this, it's hard to understand, but if something does go down, it probably will. Uh, Everything, like, just immediately the people run in panic. They just run and they just go and just take everything from the shelves. It's gone in one day. It just like the toilet paper thing. They went and toilet papers. Of all things, people find how important it is to wipe their butts. Toilet paper, man. To go after the toilet paper. Many of us lived in India, so we're not overly there. We know how to deal with that.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. How can we know if the water is polluted?
Well, the main thing is just drink bottled water right now. It's probably okay. I just saw a video where they were polluting one water system, and they actually were putting the guys were in hazmat suits, putting this stuff in the water, and from the is I don't know to what extent there is, but just get some bottled water. Like, I don't know for you guys, but it's cheap here. I got 4 bottles, big bottles of water, and I'll probably get 4 more. Yeah, can't hurt. Let's see what else. Invest in this sangha. The return is your investment priceless. Yeah, yeah. Oh, by the way, if anybody does want to leave a donation, you can put it on here. And no more PayPal. I got rid of the PayPal. I didn't. I just the PayPal is part of is two government thing. I just didn't want to. Yeah, yeah. Also, yeah. So you can do well. Let's see. Over there is the transfer wise. Maybe Freddie can help anybody if anybody wants to leave a donation. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else. A few more verses and then we'll stop here. And it is my opinion that whoever attentively hears these topics is sure to get the favor of Gaura, who is himself the Vrajendra Nandana. See, so that's the whole thing. Is if we accept the opinion that this is the devotees, it's always like that. He's like a bona fide guru now. See, if you follow the advice of these devotees, you will surely get Lord Chaitanya's mercy. That's why it works here. See, you follow the opinion you're given here. See, and you get Lord Chaitanya's mercy. That's proof. That's why those who don't follow this opinion, you see, they don't get this kind of mercy. They're not ecstatic devotees. They don't even like it. See? But if you follow the opinion, just like in Prahlad said the same thing, always Guru says the same thing. Jesus said the same thing. His words. See? Prahlad in his preaching said, I heard the word of my Guru even in the womb. And this has happened to me. I became a devotee, And if you listen to my word, you will also be like me. See, it's always like this, same thing. That's why you guys are like your guru. You're ecstatic devotees because you have that kind of faith. See, Dean Smith, I haven't even really met him. I mean, but he has strong faith in what we're doing. See, that's the result. Don't you have to, it's powerful like that. Many devotees I haven't really met. I haven't even seen what Fanny looks like, really, except from a picture, But they have strong faith and they get that result. That's in Mahabharata, too. There was this Nishida, this guy, he was one of these low-class persons, and he had great faith in this Dronacharya, who was a great expert bowman master, teacher of shooting arrows and stuff. I think that was his thing. He was just some great Maharati, great master in that. And this person wanted to be his student. He really loved this person as his guru, and he said, I want to be your student. And he came to surrender to his guru. But he said, oh, no, I'm sorry, you're of a lower class. I can't take you. I can't take you. And this is just on this level, but it always works, the same thing. But this person was undaunted. So he made a little statue of his guru, and he worshipped him sincerely from his heart every day. And he got the blessings of his worshipable deity, which was this. And he became a better archer better than Arjuna, who studied under the same teacher. He was that sincere. And then there's a whole big story about that. And they had, anyway, just that, not to that part. I won't go into the big thing. Yeah. So that's how it works. I mean, I'm amazed too. I haven't even met a lot of these devotees, and they're making such great spiritual advancement because of faith. See, sincerely. How many people met Jesus, but they have great faith in him, and they get the results of that? Shows you the power of belief and faith in where God is really working. And that's our proof. That's all we need, That's why you guys are the witness program. It's always like this. The people say they see by how you are. That's why until you're through the purification, sometimes people will be a little confused because they say, well, how come you're not? We hear it even now. Well, how come you're not? But as you get through this stuff and they see you're more steady and you're not flip-flopping so much anymore, then they'll say, oh, okay, yeah, I see that you just more steady because the stuff is out of you. But anyway, that's part of the process. People have to deal with it. That's why I tell people, see, I have to see the hearts of everybody. And some people they look at the externals, Oh, well, I'm friend with this person, but not that person. And, I say, oh, well, come on, man. There anybody here that sincerely believes in what we're doing is okay. And they're going to get purified. They're going to get through it. Yeah. Okay, give us a word there, River.
There's not much for me to say, Maharaj. Absolutely amazing. Your words are like
we are on Shilagora Haridas's boat, like you said, and we are sheltered from all of these things. Everything that you've been saying, before, when I did the research, and these things were, they were telling us these things. It's easy to do it, but you couldn't really see it, and you weren't really involved. And now it's really happening in front of our faces. If
Yeah.
I didn't have this shelter and this was happening and all that research, oh my God, I don't know how I would exist. I don't really know how I'd exist. Now we have the complete knowledge coupled with what's happening, but we still have shelter, and we still have the shelter. Oh my God, I will be swimming across that river to wherever you are, Maharaj, to get the mercy. So much what you said is absolutely brilliant. Your words, your words, so powerful, and actually really sheltering away from what you're saying. In the mind, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what do I do? All of that kind of stuff. And we're sheltered with the power of your words just streaming in, and being able to make certain decisions really nicely. And people say who to listen to. I'm listening to you, because I've listened to you for 5 years nearly now, and everything has just worked out. Progress has been great. And like I said, in this position that I'm in the material world, I could not exist at all. Your words have just completely, the knowledge, the spiritual knowledge that you have given us, that is just so much shelter and protection for us. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Brilliant,
that's
brilliant,
yeah,
brilliant.
yeah. That's the thing is, if you don't have this, like, see, we all have this. I also have this, with this shelter, and it makes all the difference because people, when even now, a lot of people are in denial of it because they'd be freaked out, man. They can't even look at it, and so, but there's a point where it's going to be right in everybody's face. And what do when you don't have shelter, the spiritual potency? All of a sudden everything cracks. You crack up. You in total fear. People are running all over the streets because they don't have this shelter, and this is on offering to the world. You can come here, anybody can come here from any religion or anything. I don't tell you not to believe in any god, different lord. You can, but you have the shelter of those who, where we understand how everything fits. And we have this ecstatic worship here, which gives us the solace. And I don't know. So this is this is where it's going to be. You're going to have this. You have to have some feeling. It has to be, like you have to have this feeling with Jesus, or with Radha and Krishna or Lord Chaitanya. You have to have, these are the stabilizing principles in this world, and the world's going to learn this. It has to be that, otherwise everything is shifting. You can't take shelter. The New Age guys, they're all trying to fight. It's just like Draupadi. She ultimately had to take shelter of Krishna. She couldn't, even her husbands, they see the Mahabharata is teaching like on the level of moralities and all that stuff, and just, but not teaching these deep esoteric truths. So she took shelter of Krishna. She had that living Shuddha personality there, and she believed in Krishna, just like Queen Kunti. The living being, living God was in that world at that time, and they believed in it and got so much shelter from that, even in times of trouble. Queen Kunti said, "Oh, may more troubles come," because the Lord would come and help her, and that was enough. She said, "Hey, man," because she wasn't able to call him to come when she was in an okay state. It was always when she was troubled. Most of us are like that. It's like only when we get in real hot water do we all of a sudden turn sincerely to God. So, and it makes the Lord come. I mean, I'm finding that in chanting. The Lord is He gives me more and more of these revelations of how to bring Him quicker and closer. And I feel so blessed, from that, because that to me is everything. Is, if Lord, if I can just call you and you just come close, everything is accomplished. I don't need anything. I just want to be with you. You ever have that? That's to me is love. I felt that with when I was in love with a woman. A few times when I just wanted to be with her. Let's just be together. Isn't that? And but can you imagine you have that with God? It's even better. It's pure. It's more empowering, not weakening. Eh? It's always nothing in this world is perfect, and especially the love of the world in the world, because oh yeah, I want to just be with you, and your spouse is in Maya, where it's not really enlightened. So I mean, you're both in Maya. I mean, it doesn't really give any real shelter. It's just some oxytocin bodily thing. It's illusion. But man, this is why I like coming here every day, man, because I feel closer and closer and more realize, understanding more what is devotional service. You know, to me that is wealth. I come here to collect wealth every day. Get more clear about the real picture, what is life really about, and what it's like to have truth more and more in you and more close. You know and all these subtle things. Yeah. So I'm amazed, and so anyway, the Lord's giving me this work, and I think it's great because people need this. They also need this. I love paying it forward, sharing with people. Yeah. So hey, man, shit's hitting the fan. The troubles are increasing, but this is the great what do you call it, balancer. This is the freedom. This is these troubles will help you come closer to God now. Closer to Krishna, closer to the Lord, and feel it, and see and feel that. Why not? Yeah, and I don't even have to meet everybody. The Lord is so kind. People, they just if your faith is if it manifests, you get the same result everybody else gets that I've met. Look, I didn't meet Fanny yet. Look at the rest. You get the results that you guys are getting, that I've met and spent time with. Look at Amy. I never met Amy. But look at how the Lord is not. It's not a physical proximity thing. If I say certain things now, I'm amazed what I say. I just know I have no power to say these on my own. I would never have dreamed to be able to say what comes out of this mouth. It would be so like it would be like, hey, I ain't gonna be imitating Jesus. What is this? I can't say stuff like that. Okay? But that's how it works. Come out of all your mouths. When you're empowered by the Lord will use you for prophecies. It's His work. We're just doing His work. That's why I can't glory in my ignorance. I'm just an ignorant person. I just come here to worship the Lord. Come here to be with my friends together. To me, this is the high point of my day. That's why I do it again during the day. Have another session. One's not enough. Where do you find worshiping God twice a day, every day, 7 days a week for what is it? Almost 2 hours already. This is a short one. Yeah, but that's how it is. That's how when God is really close, it's always like that. It was like that for the early Christians. They were 2-3 times a day they would meet and worship the Lord. It was so ecstatic. Look at Lord Caitanya. They were having kirtan together. That was their main activities. All right, Tom, give us a word.
Yes. Well, I was looking at my own progress and my own changes, and I feel more. Now I can distinguish more the qualities that Maya is offering and the qualities that are offered here. And I really feel more protected. Um, that maybe they're not the right words, but this this protection feels, I can really feel it. Um, this is real protection, and the other is fake protection. So yeah, it's also about distinguishing the priorities, prioritizing. Follow that guru, follow that storyline, and I um, I always looked for the upgrade of the storyline. Here is more quality, and I came to this, and now I come to a point I really feel, yes, this is it. This is the conclusive protection. Okay, a lot of words.
No, no, that's true. The conclusive protection. Yeah, it's not clarity. That's the whole problem in the world is unclear, and when trouble comes and you don't know what to do, you're not clear. What's the clear path? You've depended on the government to protect you, and then it turns on you like it's doing now. Who do you go for protect? You don't know about Krishna. You don't know about God. That's why some people they get converted this time. They start thinking, okay, God, who can teach me about the Lord? See? And then they start coming. Many people are saved during these times. He's been prophesied that this is to give people a chance to turn back to the Lord. So we have our work. This is just like the Christians. They're working with Jesus. Get people to turn to Jesus. There's a great benefit in that because if they're real Christians and they really feel God's presence, even though they may not be so conclusive, still you're turning towards the eternal beings. And if the devote and they're Christians and they have some of this devotional potency where they're closer to the Lord, oh, this is great. This brings us closer. See, and we're also doing the same thing, but in our way and our level and all of this mission, which is part of the mission of the eternals to help deliver the souls. I mean, that's the whole point with Jesus, isn't it? To deliver the souls. Well, isn't that the point here? To deliver the souls, to give them what real life is, teach them about these things. Gotta buy toilet paper because we're very expensive. Yeah, don't forget the toilet paper. I'll get a few rolls myself. Funny, toilet, all the paper products very cheap here. Toilet paper, everything's really cheap. I don't know why. And they have a lot of it, man. Big, of all the things, they have lots of toilet papers and toilet, there's tons of it.
Guru, are you trying to seduce me to come to Mexico?
Oh, you like the toilet paper too? Oh, she that's a seduction? Wow. Here we go. Give us a word there.
Everybody complains about that. You use so much.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, speaking about this
Yeah,
arc
it's
of
soft
Noah,
also. It's soft toilet paper.
no details. Speaking about that arc, yeah, it's it's all about our soul, of course. So that's our eternal life. yeah, let's invest in that and concentrate on that and know, oh my God, yeah, if that is safe, if my soul is safe, everything else is not important anymore, because I know where to escape, I know where to go to. I really know where my shelter is. I know to find my Lord. I know to find Srimati Radharani. I know to find Krishna. I have my special moments that keep me alive, because of following class here and the teachings here. So yeah, that's my eternal life that I'm investing in.
Hmm.
That's all perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, for all of us, this is real life. I mean, this is considered the highest process of devotional service is sadhu sangha. It's what Krishna said. I'm not attained by uh, even Vaidhi Bhakti, not this kind of attain. You can attain somewhat of the Lord to some extent, but not like he's meaning. He means real closeness with the Lord in Vrindavan type, the Garden of Eden type, where you're really close with God and very ecstatic too. And that's raptured in this. So I'm not attained like that by uh, uh, rules and regulations and fastings and renunciations and all pious deeds or anything. But I'm attained very easily in this kind of sadhu sangha with those devotees who are ecstatic and very intimate with him. Very easily. See, so we're that kind of group, where people have that kind of close access to the Lord, and it's very rare, especially for the Vaishnavas. I mean, you can find some ecstatic Christians that have something, but they're usually a little alloyed and they're not so conclusive. And I mean, I spent a whole month with very ecstatic Christians, and it was okay, but I wasn't. It didn't really stimulate my ecstasy that much, because I was spoiled, But it was nice, to be with them and all that, and and I try to help them now, if they want to come into but they're not, they're just, and it's okay, it's fine. In Vaikuntha, they don't go to Vrindavan. They like their way of worship, and it's okay. At least they're saved, they're ecstatic, this is very important. Okay, so Fani says, how can we keep our spiritual life alive and the internet goes down? Yeah, okay, well, you can do is you can download some videos, man. Everybody, download some videos. You should be doing that, and keep them on hand. So at least if the internet goes down, I guess you'll have some way to play them on the computer or something, or on even the cell phone. They should be working unless they do an EMP and then just forget everything. But download some videos so you get the sound vibration. I mean, I watch my own video after the class. Often I'm sitting there listening to the whole video over. I just find it so fascinating, interesting, and enlivening. It just, I just do the whole thing over again. I just amazed. I'm amazed. Like, wow. So you could do that, and then also put money in the bank by coming as much as you can. Don't be too distracted by the worldly stuff, especially at this time. This is not the time to try to invest in the world much. I mean, anybody doing that, you're not seeing the point. Everything, we're in a destruction stage. Everything is being destroyed. So you don't go into a the opposite mode of like building something too much. I mean, just maintain what you got and all that, but don't make it like keep you away from this. This is the, what do you call it, the security is here, because then the more you are purified, the more you can chant the holy name in ecstasy and take advantage of that. And because even if you're alone, then you'll be ecstatic chanting. I walk down the street now, I chant, I feel this uplift. Like, wow, man, this is fantastic. But this is coming for years in sadhu sangha. I also have to do that. So, you can't expect, now it's getting more effective because you have to practice. You have to do this. Sadhu sangha, get purified. And then if you're on your own, like I go on my own and I chant a little bit, I feel this uplift. Like, ooh, it's like, ooh, I love this, man. Wow, I have access. Or I come here, even this, my ecstasy is increasing because of this, dedication and consistency and regularity. I don't have to be a fanatic. I do a lot of stuff. I'm right now doing the cryptos things and this and that and learning this and that, which is a little bit kind of, well, it's interesting, but not. It's just kind of maybe necessary or something. Uh, but then I make sure I come here. I make sure I come and this, and the Lord shows. He just like, just bring me right close and see. So this is good. It shows me that you can be a householder and make plenty of its advancement spiritually. You don't have to be a fanatic and just give up everything and just just no. You just regularly come and associate with the Vaishnavas here and chant. Download some videos in case the internet does go down. In a sense, it probably won't go down so much. You know why? Because the New World Order wants it, needs it. How else are they going to accomplish? They're accomplishing everything by the internet. That's how they accomplish the brainwashing. People are brainwashed by the internet. They're tapped into Facebook and Instagrams, and TV and videos and all this bullshit, man. And they got all this Maya bullshit on there, conditioning people. Yeah. See, but then we have this program. See, this wipes. It just cleanses everything, man. Just clears a path, man. Everything. This is so amazing. That's why everybody, you watch this, you can be coming here, you get so much benefit. This is where real wealth is. This is like winning the lottery. Developing faith in what we're doing is like winning the lottery 10 times over. Look at Fanny, look at Amy. Look at their examples for their faith in this. Look at Lalita Ganga, look at River. Look at this is real wealth to God, is ecstatic worship. He considers you his jewels. And you consider God your jewel. Krishna, Lord Caitanya, your jewel. See, mutual. See, you're saved. Anybody can be saved so easily. Just come here, man, and be saved like us. We're all saved like this. And show it. Not we're just in our minds or speculating about it. We show you what being saved is. You can check the scriptures and see being saved is exactly like this. Exactly like you read. And if you're not ecstatic like this, you ain't saved, man. You got to be raptured like this every friggin' day. Otherwise, you're lying to yourself and you're lying to your followers. You're both blind. You want your eyes open? Come here. That's our job. We're eye doctors and ear specialists. We have our little tools. Take the wax out of your ears and the scales off your eyes. And what I say is true. It's absolutely true. You'll see it by your own experience. You develop faith like Fanny and Amy. New people like that. And you'll have those kinds of experiences. Everybody I see that is like still a little doubtful and don't wonder why. It's not a wonder why you're not so ecstatic. I can see why you're not so ecstatic. It's usually doubts, usually faith in the Vaidhi thing, faith in goodness. It's that. So that's your challenge. Putting all your eggs in one basket, and realizing that Gaur Hari Das is not like your other guru. There's a big difference. When you get that, then you'll see all these things will come. You don't have to be anything special. You just have to follow in the footsteps, take the association of the advanced devotees, whose devotion is advanced, and follow what they do. That's all. Yeah. But we met each other at Johan's place. Yeah, spoke of the one. Yeah, I remember the highlights of my life, if not the most. Oh, yeah. I remember that talk we had over there, Rade. Dean, I don't like this kind of talk openly, even if it's true. Well, you just gotta, see that. I have to express myself. Sorry if I offended. Yeah, what can he do? You express yourself, he expresses himself. You don't like it, and so anyway, the main thing is express yourself, right? She said, and he said, and everything gets adjusted spontaneously. You don't have to think about it even. Just be yourself, whatever that is. Yeah, it's good for Shamaguri to be in her truth a little bit too. And it's good for Dean to be in his truth. It's good. Everybody be in your truth. Replying, a lot of jokes on our thing today. That's good. Good time to joke around. Amy is like a rose without thorns, unlike others. Yeah, so you got some roses without thorns and some roses with thorns. They're both roses, right? Fernando, I'm becoming an addict to hear here. We're getting there. Fernando says, I don't like this guy, Gohar, but some reason I think the same thing. I don't like you either, but I like how you express yourself and how you approach this honestly and just be yourself. Just like you don't like, I'm too much money. Hey, he's not doing what I think he should do. And I'm thinking you should be different than you are, but it's good. I like it. I like it and I don't like it. Just probably how you feel. I like his faith like that. The more you rant and rude you become, the more raganuga you are. Yeah. The material world is no place for gentlemen, but devotees, gentlemen, should not use those words. That is my opinion. Yeah, She should have met me a while back where I was busting everybody out of that one. When I first used the four-letter word, even Janaki was taken aback. She left for 2 days. Boy, you guys, a lot of comments here today, man. I'll never get off. Look at all these comments. Oh my God, man, probably over 100. Go to the last one. Yeah. Okay, let's call a little break here. Thank you very much for coming, everybody. Hare Krishna.